Hey guys, it's Poochie. Oh my gosh, we just went to South Carolina and we had so much fun. We actually went to where, if you watch YouTube videos, HairyTornado, Josh and Haley go in Thrift because we heard they have half price days at the Goodwill there. So we had an absolute blast. We found so much amazing stuff and we're going to show you right here. Here we go, guys, into the Goodwill in West Columbia, South Carolina. The first stop we're going to make is to the retail store. Check out some shoes. Now, it's kind of weird because this Goodwill retail store is a little bit high on their shoes, I thought. It's more than we usually pay in North Carolina. It is $6.50 for shoes, $8.50 for boots. So to be honest, we did find a few, but I didn't end up getting them because I was kind of saving myself for the outlet store at the bins because they open like an hour later. So I didn't want to get spent on the retail store. They had some decent shoes. I thought $6.50 for each pair was a bit much, but if I would have had more time or more energy, I probably would have taken more time to look through them. Now, keep in mind, I may have been a little jaded because we did get up at 5 a.m. to travel the 3 hours to this outlet store. For those of you who are in Goodwill areas where they have Goodwill outlet stores really close, lucky you. I really like these boots. I didn't end up getting them just because I kind of had my mind on the bins. Okay, so here we go in. Everybody's scattering, and at this Goodwill it's weird because they only let like 5 people in at a time, I think, 5 or 6 people in at a time, and then they wait. And then they let another 5 or 6 in, so it's not the absolute free-for-all. Also, they have these little garbage can type carts. And this is what's weird. They have like these pallets, right? That they have everything in, and then when you're going through it, you flip it into the blue bins. I've actually never seen that at a Goodwill outlet, so I thought it was kind of interesting. So kind of for me, I have a bad back, and it was a little difficult for me to, stretch out and then bend over. Now look at that guy across the way, man. He's just killing it. Just all sorts of stuff. I thought that was cool. I didn't end up getting it. Maybe I should have, but yeah, that's one of those things where you look and go, oh, hey, is this cool? Is this a cool t-shirt? Oh, crap. It's a junior bridesmaid. Blech. There's just so much. Like, you see this? These guys are just flinging stuff, man. I'm not that young anymore to just grab a whole big armful and start flinging stuff. We ended up finding quite a bit here. Now, this is a day where they had all new pallets out. So it was all new merchandise that you got to go through. There's a video where we went the next day, and it was not all new stuff. It was just stuff left over from the day before. That's a nice polo. I ended up picking that up. Drea found this beautiful dress. They had a lot of, since it was in South Carolina, West Columbia, South Carolina, they had a lot of Clemson gear that I saw. So I ended up getting a couple Clemson items. It had a lot of Carhartt too. See, there's a Clemson one right there. Ended up getting that, and I think we put it in the eBay store for $24.99 or offer. Make sure you check out our eBay store because that's where everything goes first. Poochie's Pickers is our name, and then also Poshmark Mercari, and I think we're going to add stuff to our website pretty soon, which is poochiespickers.com. That's a cool shirt. I don't know if we ended up getting that or not. I think I put it in my stack and then I collapsed at some point here. It was so hot in there. That's cute. So sometimes we get stuff not because it's a name brand, but just because we like the look, we think it's a cool item. It's not just about brands, because a lot of the stuff we sell isn't a really great brand, but it's kind of a cool item. The Baby Yoda little pajama pants were cool, but so we were not one of the ones lucky enough to get one of their absolutely crappy little garbage can carts to roll around. So it was horrible. We had to hold stuff and juggle people. We didn't bring bags because we thought they would have carts. Now this is my first bins experience with the GoPro on, so please forgive me if there are shots of my little fat arms or me at some point collapsing into the actual bin, because I know that happened a couple times. My back was going and I just needed to take a break. London Fog. That's not the brand that it used to be, but I like to pick up London Fog because it used to be one of my mom's favorite things, and they do sell. So it's not really a brand to look out for, but if it's a nice piece, I'll buy it. Kind of like White Stag. White Stag used to be, oh yeah, I did pick up this Carolina Panthers NFL shirt. White Stag used to be a great brand, and then Walmart bought it, or it's for sale at Walmart, so it's not the same thing at all as it used to be. You know what sucks when you're at the bins is when you go to the bins and all of a sudden you find yourself in, a bin where it's obviously someone cleaned out their men's briefs wardrobe. I do not like to be in any area where it's, skivvies of, anyone's underwear. So if you are an underwear shopper, you will have it all to yourself. Now that's really cool. Kind of, I don't know if it's faded or what. I don't think I picked that up. I probably should have, though. Chapin, probably high school or college, the Nike logo. Should have picked that up too. I don't think I did. It was early. I mean, there was not enough coffee. Now's the point where I'm going, oh God, my back hurts. There are no chairs to sit in here. I'm starting to collapse into the bins. The thing about the bins is it's really good exercise. I mean, people, don't talk about it, but I like that because I thought it was hand embroidered, so I did end up getting that, I think. Just a, piece of material that was hand embroidered that I liked. Yeah, I ended up getting these, and you can tell I was like, oh God, yeah, pick up those, Jeffrey Bean, yeah. But I didn't even check them, so the crotch was completely ripped out. That was the point where I was like, my back hurts. The bins is really good exercise because you're leaning, you're using your arms, you're, moving around. Thrifting is really good exercise too, I think, I've found. I mean, for me, because I have knee problems and back problems, so I can't go, on a jog or do a lot of things to work out. I can't play, basketball really anymore, or pickleball or anything. So the bins is pretty good exercise for somebody who has maybe some health issues or some limitations. They really need some places for people to sit down and take a break, though, at this one. I have never been to a Goodwill where there are no chairs or couches inside in the bins area. So me and there were some other people, some elderly people, we were having to kind of sit on the edge of the bins just to get a breather sometimes. I think it's at this point where I'm going, God, this bin is never going to end. But I refuse to give up. Carhartt, Keepa. Sometimes you go to the bins and it's just like kind of visually and mentally overwhelming because there is so much stuff. And like trying to remember every single brand's just crazy. Now, this lady here, there is a bins etiquette. And I was fine with her sharing my little bin. Had no problem with it. There's another Clemson thing I picked up. But when she started going on my side, I was like, lady, we're going to have issues. Like, see, she pulled that off my side. Come on, man. There is bins etiquette. There are things you do not do. That was a North Face. And at one point, I think I stopped and I said, and then she was throwing stuff from her side onto my side. It's like, man, come on. Look, see this? Come on, lady. No. There's bins etiquette. You throw that off your side onto the blue bin. Come on now. Don't make me have to school you. I have been going to the bins for, oh my gosh. I think I picked up this jacket just because I liked it. I thought it was a good look. I have been going to the bins for I don't even know how long. You see that guy across? He actually gave us a shirt at the end of the day that he didn't want. That was a University of Oregon, bowl championship game shirt. Really nice guy. We found some really, really nice people there. And then, people who, don't understand the etiquette of the bins. You don't grab from, in front of someone, and you don't throw your discards on top of their pile. It's just not done. So I found so much stuff, guys. I was just dying. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I had to tag out with Betsy because I didn't have a cart. So it was kind of just holding stuff, stacking it up, diving in more. Batman, meh. By the way, to any of you who don't know, there's a Columbia. Yeah, I kept that. To any of you who don't know, I have 7 dogs, and so all my videos, and how many birds do we have? 5 birds. So all of my videos usually have birds or dogs or both in them. Keeping it real, keeping it authentic, guys. It's real life. Okay, that Columbia jacket I did get. The comps on it were over $75 for that one jacket. I got that too, the property of Carolina Panthers. I think that we have on for 25 or 30 bucks. And remember, guys, it is 95 cents a pound because it's half price day. So normally it'd be like $1.89 a pound, 95 cents a pound. Crazy. The Nike, the lime green. Yep, got that too. Lots of Carolina Panther gear. I found a lot of Carhartt stuff and Columbia stuff in this little bin here. Yep. Anything Carhartt, I was like, keeper. It doesn't even matter really with Carhartt if it is, has holes or is in bad condition. It still sells for us. Carhartt is just a bread and butter brand. Columbia is too, but not as much as Carhartt. There's another one of those hand embroidered pieces of cloth that I got. I don't know what it's for, if it's curtains or a sham or what, but I thought it was nice. Somebody could make it into anything. I'm not sure if those are Tommy Hilfiger jeans or what. I couldn't really see. But so now I'm at the point where I'm absolutely dying. Decided to look at everybody else and say, oh my God, is anybody else as sore and sweaty and tired as I am right now? Then I take a long look at the bin and I start again. Never say die. So we're actually planning a trip back to the bins tomorrow. That Magellan shirt I decided to keep because we had so much fun. So every time I go, my back, I last longer. My back is better. My knees are better. So, yep. The bins are getting me in shape, everybody. The bins are getting me in shape. Yeah, those are the Jeffrey Beam with the ripped out crotch, I think. Because at this point, I'm just exhausted. And if I see a name, I'm not even looking at the condition of the item. I'm just like, put it in the stack. Put it in the stack. I think at that point, I had basically started to pass out. I swear, there's one part where I leaned over so far. Yep, that might be it right there. Oh God, where am I? There were a couple moments where I was like, I'm going down. Thrifter down. Thrifter down. It was just, God, I have so much fun. If I had some sort of a way to be on have like a robot mechanical body. That's kind of a nice shirt. A robot mechanical body that could do all the work for me, then it would be great. I have no problem. I could bin all day long. Now at this point, I'm way down in the bin. So I'm having to bend a lot and my back is just going, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yeah, I'm just like, oh God, where's my pickers? Where's my team? Help me. And look, everybody else is just going nuts, man. This place was so much fun because we actually got it out of these, like, I think they're called Gaylord parrots, Gaylord pallet, like, containers. And so we were actually going through all the Gaylords and putting everything into the bins, kind of dividing it up. Yeah, at this point, I'm just spent. I'm like, oh my God, I need a nap and a coffee and a Danish. Torrid, I ended up getting that. Torrid's a brand that we always do well with. So, I mean, you have to price everything right, of course, but we always do well with Torrid. We always do well with jerseys too. So I didn't really find any jerseys. I found the NFL stuff, but I didn't really find the jerseys at the bins, but we always do well with jerseys too. The shoes were kind of an issue because they had the world record of missing one shoe ever. This is where I'm calling out to Betsy. Please, God, help me. I'm going down. So she came over and rescued me. And then this is later. I went over to the shoes after I recovered a little bit. So like I was saying, they had the record of single shoes. It was crazy. And the ones that were together, I mean, were crap. But there were a couple shoes, I held on to because I thought, gosh, man, if I can ever find the other one, it's money in the bank. Money in the bank. But no. And then, then at one point, one of us, probably me, brought home two shoes that were the same brand, looked kind of similar, but were completely a mismatch. So that was not good. But, 95 cents a pound, it wasn't a very costly mistake. We did end up finding some good shoes. We actually found enough good shoes to actually, the profit was more than enough to pay for the entire trip, including the hotel and food. So that's always good. This little girl was just hanging. She is watching her tablet. She is not worried about a thing. I probably started going to the bins. We used to call it the Goodwill as is. Probably when I was about her age. I've been going to the Goodwill as is bins for over 50 years. See, I think that's one that I went, oh yeah, look, and no, those match. Okay, we have a match. Houston, we have a match. So that one I found the match too, but I know I got another pair and it was just like not a pair. It was two completely different single shoes that I don't know, in my, sweaty, exhausted delirium, I thought, hey, that's a match. I wonder what they do with all of the single shoes that they have. I mean, they have to go to the landfill, right? It's sad because if we weren't here and getting this stuff, a lot of people think that, you're taking from the poor, which just drives me nuts. You're taking from the poor if you go to, thrift stores and you buy stuff and you resell it. No, you're not. You're actually saving stuff from landfills because most of this stuff is stuff that was at the Goodwill before and they didn't sell for whatever reason. People didn't buy it. So we're not actually stealing from the poor. We're keeping things out of landfills. So hats off to all the people who are resellers and buy thrifted stuff and resell it to keep things out of the landfills. People don't appreciate it like they should, but I do because I know. This is, I can't remember the name. It's Rain Spooner, Rain something. And I love it because it's on our eBay store. It is a Hawaiian shirt, but it's Tiki Gods. It's tikis, which I absolutely love and are really popular. So look at that, guys. Sweet. And then at this point, I started finding more tiki stuff. So I was not tiki stuff, but like Hawaiian shirts right around in there. So I was totally stoked. That is Sean Combs, P. Diddy, one of his brand shirts. that had a cool design on the front. And see, here I go finding Hawaiian shirts, and I was like, yeah, man, this is the time for Hawaiian shirts. This is absolutely the time of year. So I was pumped. And the thing about Hawaiian shirts, too, if you buy them at the bins, oh my God, guys, they're so cheap because they're so light. So, like, I could probably get, on half price day, 3 or 4 Hawaiian shirts for 95 cents. So, like, a quarter or 35 cents a piece. That's crazy, right? Yeah, you can tell where my back starts to go. That's where the camera gets real close to the clothing. Now, I thought this was a plus size shirt. I thought it was pretty with all the bling. So, I got some plus size stuff. Because the girls, the pickers, they wear plus size, ladies' clothing. I don't. I wear t-shirts. That's my thing. But I got it, so they could, like, choose what they wanted. So we not only thrift to resell, but we thrift for ourselves. We thrift for our friends. We thrift for our employees. Regularly find stuff for our employees. Our employees love to go through the stuff that we've gotten and buy stuff from us. So all around good. I thought that was a pretty blouse. I got that. I think Betsy ended up keeping that one. There's another, like, Hawaiian shirt, and I'm taking the hangers off because I don't want to pay for the hangers. I don't want the hangers because we do an inventory system where it is in a box. Those Duluth Trading Company jeans, I picked those up real quick. That's another good brand, kind of like Carhartt. Duluth Trading Company, we do pretty well with. Yep, you can tell. My back. Hard Rock Orlando, yeah, I picked that up. I always pick up the Hard Rock shirts at the bins because they are cheap. Another pair of Carhartts right there. I think those had ripped out knees, but again, they'll sell. We just marked them, a little bit lower. I think at that point I was like, oh my God. And I'm not editing it out because I want you guys to see, like, the whole experience of what happens. There are several times where I just, can't do it anymore. I have other businesses that I make my money, make my living on, but I thrift because I love it. I love to thrift. I love to, recycle stuff, recycle clothing and goods. I love to help, things find good homes, keep it out of the landfill. And it's just so much fun. I ended up picking up that too because I thought it was really pretty. But there are some times where I just, collapse and say, can't take it anymore. At this point, it was later in the day and I had found a bin. Now, these bins at this Goodwill are horrible. They don't roll around worth hoo-ha. So this is the shirt that the guy gave us. It was really nice. But I'm like, I picked up the shirt, put it in my, thing, and he came over and pointed. You see him pointing? He's like, did you just get that? That's my pile. I went, oh my God, I thought somebody dropped stuff. So I felt like an idiot. He had put stuff on the floor down there. Like, that was his stack of his stuff. So, yeah, if I kept going on the floor, I probably would have found really good stuff. But it was his. I'm so sorry, man. But he was so nice about it. And then he ended up giving us that shirt later. He gave Betsy that shirt, I think, because he thought either Betsy and I were together or Betsy was me. Everybody thinks we're sisters all the time. So, just giving it to one of us is like as good as giving it to the other one, right? I kept that too. I got that too, I think, because I thought Betsy might like it, and she did. A lot of thrifters, I watch their channels, and they end up getting stuff, for their friends or whatever. I see, I saw Katie and Vicky get something for a friend the other day who liked basketball stuff, or, a business associate. So it's always cool to look out for your friends. I think at this point, we were going out, and now I did get this. This is a Safariland shirt. I thought it was awesome. It's obviously an employee shirt from somewhere called Safariland, but it's the coolest shirt, you guys. So again, if you see anything in this video that you like, you want, go onto eBay, Poochie's Pickers, and check it out, and you can make an offer on just about everything we have up. Because we don't want to keep the stuff. We're not a museum. We like to sell it. So if you want to give us an offer, as long as it's a reasonable one, we'll work with you. Oh, that's cool. That tiger shirt. Oh, I must have been tired, because otherwise I would have taken that tiger shirt. At some points, we get to the point where we're like, God, we've gotten so much already. Like, we're over 100 pounds already. I don't want to, go much further and buy much more. I think this is the point where I'm like, I don't want to go any further. I want to climb into one of these bins and take a nap is what I want to do. The wheels on these bins are horrible, guys. And they won't let you bring a cart in from next door, from the retail store. They won't let you bring a chair in. So if you want to rest in a chair, you have to go outside. They will only let you bring in like a wheelchair, or I think a walker. So I don't know, maybe we're going tomorrow. I might take my walker this time just so I have a place to sit down, even though that will mean less room in the car for goodies to bring back. But I don't want to kill myself off, so. So that was fun, wasn't it? And exhausting. We're so freaking tired. We're so freaking tired. That place was crazy. The people were really nice, most of them, other than the one that I said I was going to decker. But that could be like, with boughs of holly. Could have been like that, I don't know. I'm so tired. We woke up at 5 a.m. to get here by 9, and they don't open at 9. They open at 10. So for future trips, we know. But, oh my gosh. We got, how many pounds did we get? We got like 102 pounds of stuff and a plate, a 12-cent plate. But that was fun.
That plate was 12 cents?
Yeah. It was 25 cents, and then it was half off.
What?
So it was 12 cents.
It was a 1983 Avon Christmas scene plate in the package with the packaging. Beautiful, marvelous, pristine
and that's why
condition.
It was 12 cents, Drea.
I'm so excited.
She likes Christmas stuff.
I'm
She's
a Christmas
from,
person.
Why? Tell them.
Because I'm from North Pole, Alaska. My class 3.
She's from North Pole, Alaska. I didn't even know there was a North Pole until I met her. I thought it was like just a joke.
Basically half elf.
Half elf.
Basically.
So we're going to go into the hotel probably and take a nap because we're old like that.
Because we had 3 hours of sleep.
We didn't have much sleep. We got up. Did I mention we get up at 5? Yeah, I did. We had no HairyTornado sighting today. How do you feel about that?
Very disappointed. I even gave him a shout out on YouTube and said, "Yo, Harry, I wish that house was ready because we're staying the night in the area." Not to make him nervous or anything, but. You got fans, man. I want to see Moe's.
Moe's. We're not stalkers. I promise. Not stalkers. We live, usually we drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours to go to the bins. So this time we drove 3 hours to go to the bins, the Goodwill outlet. We're going to try to go to the flea market tomorrow that, HairyTornado talks about on his YouTube channel. And Haley too, it's her channel too. So her
We love
YouTube
Haley.
channel. Yeah. So we're gonna go there, but we figured it was only an extra hour. We're gonna come. We're gonna do a little Memorial Day exhaustion, sleep deprivation trip, apparently. So anyway, it was fun. The Goodwill bins was fun. Betsy wants to go back, she said.
Yeah.
You are so full of it.
What time do they close? Do we have time for a
They
nap?
close at 9 o'clock. Yeah, we have time for a nap.
9
and then we
o'clock
can go back.
p.m.?
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. The one next door closes at 9. I'm not sure when the bins closes. I don't know.
I can't shop at a retail location after I've been shopping at the bins. It just doesn't work.
I know. The retail location was not really that great either. Shoes were $6.50 and boots were $8.50. So it was kind of like...
The shoes were nice. There were some Maddens.
Oh, did you?
Dressy
Yeah.
Maddens.
Well, maybe we should have gotten them.
I don't know.
Maybe we should go back. They're open till 9.
When do the bins close?
I don't know.
I need sleep.
Let's go take a nap.
Okay.
We're out of here, guys. We are in recuperation mode, and we will be back at it soon. Remember?
Buy low.
It's not a question.
Get some sleep.
Buy low, sell high,
Bye.
subscribe. So that's only one of our trips. We have another. We went back later the next day and got more stuff. It was amazing the amount of stuff that we got on this trip to South Carolina. And we're going again tomorrow. So stay tuned for more videos. Again, remember, buy low, sell high, subscribe. And thanks so much for watching.